724. Welcome back to the most hit program on television right now. Yes, it is. Great day. Dancing, playing music.
Well, it makes you want to re-listen to his entire catalog because his lyrics have a whole new message now that Billy Joel has impregnated a 33-year-old. But anyway.
The unofficial girlfriend rule is half your age plus 7.
All right.
Okay, and that is?
That would be 40 for her.
Okay.
So,
well,
anyway, this has nothing to do
with the Blank Park Zoo.
To the zoo, as they say. Jessie Lowry's here, and we're talking about something going on over at the zoo that you want to make sure everybody knows about.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're starting our annual supply drive for our Chimpanzee project in Uganda. We support an organization called Chimpanzee Sanctuary and Wildlife Conservation Trust, and they are a group of about 30 young men and women working in western Uganda protecting wild troops of chimpanzees.
How are they protecting them?
They track them in the forest, take scientific data, they measure the habitat that is remaining for them, they diffuse tensions between human and wildlife conflicts because chimpanzees actually have a high social and economic costs. They can be destructive, they can raid crops.
Really?
Yes, they work with government officials, they teach in the schools, and this team called our Chimpanzee Ambassadors are doing all this important work for just a stipend. They use that stipend to send their kids to school, and they, in 2011, when we first heard of this organization, they didn't have any of the needed gear or equipment to do their job. So we started an annual supply drive in 2011 and gathered 400 pounds of gear to send over to them to Uganda. Wow. We got them all new uniforms, actually with Blank Park Zoo logo on one side, CSWCT on the other side.
Good.
Waterproof hiking boots, rain gear, GPS units, digital cameras, educational supplies.
They had none of this.
They were just really working with bare bones gear and equipment. And you know, that's the case with a lot of these conservation organizations. They're doing all this great work without a lot of pats on the back and a lot of, you know, the things that we really take for granted here in the U.S. And I was actually honored to be able to go over and deliver those supplies in 2012.
That's great.
Well, tell us about that experience.
It was an amazing, life-changing experience, and anybody who can have the chance to go to Africa, I totally recommend it. It was just amazing. The first day we got to western Uganda, and all the ambassadors gathered together for a meeting, and we had like 8 or 9 huge boxes of gear to give them, and just to see those guys and girls open up those boxes, try on their new clothes, and you know, the rain gear and the boots.
Now, where are those people from
thankful.
Originally?
All over the villages of western Uganda. And so they're really leaders in their villages, and they want to make sure that they're placed in different areas of chimpanzee habitat so people can look to them when they need help with those tensions between humans and chimpanzees.
Why do you think they were so gravitated toward chimpanzees? What made them so interested in chimpanzees?
This is, they also have a sanctuary for chimpanzees. So this is an area where there are a lot of orphan chimpanzees because of the illegal pet trade, unfortunately because of poaching. And so they also have a sanctuary on an island in the middle of Lake Victoria where they have 100 acres, 99 acres are for the chimps, 1 acre is for the humans. And these chimpanzees will never be released back into the wild. There's no habitat for them left in Uganda.
Really?
And chimpanzees are very territorial, so it's not like you can find suitable habitat and then just pop them back in the area. Because they have such a very strict social hierarchy. So anyway, every year they tell us what needs to be replaced. And Bass Pro Shop in Altoona actually has supported us from the beginning, so and given us deep discounts on supplies and outright donations. So this year, they are asking for things like Nexus 7 Google tablets.
Got it.
They need a couple digital cameras. They need a couple pairs of binoculars. They need new uniforms, a few wildlife book guides. The camping tents have all been satisfied by Bass Pro. And a couple external drives for capacity, you know, like those passports.
Sure, the big ones.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're hoping to satisfy this whole list and send it over to Uganda. We actually have a mission group from the First Baptist Church in Winterset who's going in August, and they're going to take all this stuff over for us.
Oh, perfect. Keep an eye on it, yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Are they in any danger from poachers or from the chimps themselves?
Probably. Yeah. You know, anytime people are poaching wild animals in Africa, it's a dangerous situation. Sometimes with chimpanzees, they're poaching for bushmeat. They're poaching to eat the chimpanzees.
They eat them?
Yep. These are places of crushing human poverty. And so that's kind of one instance where it happens. When we talk about poaching of elephants and rhinos, that's the more dangerous situation when people are poaching to sell those animal parts on the market. But this is a very dangerous job for these people. And like I said, they're just getting paid that stipend to send their kids to school. So we're we're so excited to be able to give them these items that they need, give them the recognition that they need. And after we gave them their first supplies in 2011, we traveled around Western Uganda to all the different villages so they could show us what they do. And you should have seen those little kids looking up to those guys in the villages.
Great, yeah.
And they were like, wow, look at their uniforms, look at all that gear they have. I want to be a chimpanzee ambassador when I grow up too.
That's great.
It gives them some
There you go.
respect.
Exactly.
All right, so you mentioned some of the things you're looking for, like the tablets and stuff. How many items are we trying to gather? Like how many tablets?
We need 8 tablets.
Now, are you looking for people to donate the tablets or companies to say, here's 8 of them, take them with you?
Either or.
Okay. And
Financial donations, anything that people can help to make sure that we can satisfy this whole list.
Oh, because we have a lot of people watching the program that have supply stores all over the place that could come through and.
Well, if you're
supply
looking
some
at
of
talking
these.
to people sitting at home, like a mom or family or things like that, and they're like, hey, I would love to help out, but I don't have a tablet I can give. Is there some way they can make a donation?
Certainly, and actually that's the best way, because a lot of times they're asking for specific things. Like for instance, they're asking for Bushnell binoculars, and the reason why they're asking for that brand is because it's rainy all the time there, and they use these binoculars every single day, so we need to make sure it's really high quality stuff.
Right.
So yeah, financial donations are always the easiest
And
thing.
where do they send it, or who do they get a hold of?
They can email me at conservation@blankparkzoo.org.
Conservation@blankparkzoo.org. Got it. Great job as
Thank you.
always.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we'll be right back. It's 7:31. You're watching Great Day Live.